Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel where I'm talking about whatever I want, and today I wanted to talk about my experience at Universal Studios with my best friend Roy and also his family. This He had been planning this trip for a while and he had asked me to tag along, and I couldn't say no because this would be a chance for me to hang out with my best friend as well as hang out with his family, which I hadn't done in a bit. I would have invited my fiance as well too, but she was working and couldn't get time off. So it was just me, my boy, and his family. So to start off our journey, Roy rented a car that would fit himself, his sister, his mom, his grandma, and myself. So we drove down 101 South, and eventually, I think after maybe 8 or 10 hours, we made it to LA, where we got checked into our Airbnb. His sister had already met us there, and they had kind of claimed dibs on the room. Then this was a pretty nice Airbnb. It was I think it was in West Hollywood, and so it was a fairly affluent area. There wasn't really any nearby like affordable grocery stores like Safeway or anything, but they had like this Gelson's, which I guess you could say it's like a more upscale Whole Foods, mostly just because there were a lot more name brands, a lot more organics, and they also had a takeout restaurant that was a franchise of It was a franchise of Wolfgang Puck. The Airbnb we stayed at was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath with a pool, and I think even a den area too. And we made sure to take advantage of it.
Ready? Are you recording? Alright, we'll start.
Is that even still a thing?
Okay,
For the most part, the house was really nice, but there were like a few grimaces that we had with it. The pool was kind of kept unclean. It had a cover, but bugs were still getting into it. And for whatever reason, the owner didn't include a net for us to even clean up. So half the time we were spending like picking out the bugs by hand or with cups to get the bugs out. On top of it, the 5th bedroom that was solicited was kind of ghetto. It was in the attic of the garage, and to get to it, you kind of had to take like these windy stairs with like really short ceilings. So for me, it wasn't an ideal situation. There's a misstep. Rickety stairs, like they haven't finished it. Also, this is so low that I actually hit my head when I first came up here. Some more stairs, very humid. Look at this, it's like the Harry Potter closet coming into here. Walk-in closet, desk, king-size bed, and a bathroom. All considering, this room is actually pretty nice. Wow, that bathroom has a divider. Random. So what had to have happened was me and Roy ended up getting like I think the smallest room to share, and we're pretty big guys, but like everything else had already been dibs by his family. But you know, we just made do. Yeah, I couldn't sleep in that attic bedroom. I would rather share a bed with my best friend than like get hit in the head by the attic. Alright, so fast forward to the day of. We load the minivan after being in like maybe an hour late and get to the park around 9. I think they had already started letting people in, and Roy had like was trying to push us out to get to the Universal Studios quicker. Also, I forgot to mention, this right here is my little pork friend. This is Bobby Jr. I purchased him on my birthday, and I pretty much was bringing him all along Universal Studios, which I did get like a few scares, but not that many. It was, I was pretty prepared to go to a theme park. It may have not been for Universal, but I was ready. So I had him on my forehead actually, and I was wearing my Ahsoka Tano Phoenix Cell shirt that I bought at Box Lunch, as well as I also made sure to wear my Baby Yoda sling that I got as a birthday gift from my fiance's mom. Yeah, I was fully decked out in Star Wars gear, but I was like going to Universal. Okay, so back to my vlog. We haul into the minivan and we drive over, which was like, I guess one of the cool things about our Airbnb was that it was right next to Universal Studios, so it was pretty convenient. We did pay for parking just because it would have just been a similar solution. We got a good parking spot too, right next to the elevators, as well as kind of near by the park, maybe like a 15-minute walk back. So to start off our journey to Universal Studios, we walked through, I think, the downtown area, which had like a lot of shopping areas, but none of them were open, so we couldn't really do anything there. We waited in line a little bit, but we got through security pretty quickly, and then we entered the park, and we are at this point now just trying to figure out what we are going to spend our time with. So we look at, like, I think Roy's brother-in-law downloads the app, and we kind of all come to the conclusion that the first thing we're going to do is do the Universal tour to take a look at everything. I had done it before, but I kind of didn't realize it was like an hour-long experience, but it was pretty fun for the most part. Got to getting all to see these experiences, which I'm just gonna let this video ride so you guys can kind of see about the little different things. I actually planned this yesterday more.
Shut up, man. I'm literally going out with no expectations.
That's the good way to live, man.
I set my standards really low, so I'm never disappointed.
That's the only way.
No, it's a pretty terrible way. It's putting it out there. It's not a good way at all.
It's the only way, man. I'm just saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're doing setup, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna do it.
Let's go to that one.
Let's go to the street first. Hold on. They're like
Weird Simpsons rap.
I'm recording you, recorded me. Isn't this a parallax?
That's pretty new, right? The studio tour hosted by Jimmy Fallon.
That is.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Fallon. What? Making guards?
Kevin Hart?
You've been waiting for you guys. There you are. All celebrities, always fashion related all the time.
I'm a bigger fan of
Welcome to the world famous
This is a pretty fun experience, but like having to lose about an hour of the park to this experience kind of does suck, especially if you're really hyped for like Harry Potter World or something. Again, I didn't have a preference because I'm not that big of a Harry Potter stan, but it was like, yeah, just for reference. I will admit, on our ride on the Universal Studios tour, we did get a little drunk. So like we're getting in line and we're lining up for it, and the first thing they tell us, oh hey, make sure to buy those drinks and then bring them on board and you can drink whatever you want. I'm like, and then so Roy and his brother-in-law, they end up buying like either like 3 or 4 beers. Like these are expensive beers, mind you, and so we're all having a pretty good time just drinking and laughing at all the different experiences on the tour.
For the corn and remain seated. Please, no smoking of any kind during the tour. That's rule number 3. Number 4, be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises. We can create any environment that the story demands or that the script calls for. If the production even has a script or story, we do a few non-scripted and reality shows here. Like this Let Us On to Stage 1, where Kelly Clarkson takes the Kelly Clarkson Show. Plus that Super Nintendo World will be opening in early 2023 here at Universal Studios Hollywood. You can find updates about Super Nintendo World on our website and social media accounts. You can see the area taking shape here to the right. It's already beginning to look like a giant Nintendo game. It's like mission control for Apollo 13. Now here's director Ron Howard.
Realism was an essential element for Apollo 13. After all, we were recreating an important moment in American history. A moment...
Next exit. Again, saying Illumination Entertainment is one of our sources of animated content. They first unleashed the Minions onto the world in 2010's Despicable Me. The Minions are coming back next weekend for the origin story Minions with Ted Danson. Star of recent NBC shows like Mr. Mayor and The Good Place. Ted the Teddy Bear was the star of the Ted movies. The Ted series also coming to Peacock that he will be starring in. And inside these other, all we need to build, only what the camera can see. And on multiple occasions, we've had obstacle courses placed along the entire length of New York Street. Various rounds in the reality series American Ninja Warrior, which airs Mondays on NBC. We're using the sets, in fact, for the current season 14 of American Ninja Warrior. If you watch that show faithfully, this season you'll probably see the Metro sets. Episodes of American Ninja Warrior. Coming up on the right will be Brownstone Street, seen in Coogan's Bluff with Clint Eastwood. Change have happened with Elvis. And Day of Days with Arnold.
Ed, am I real?
No.
I don't think so. Am I? Are we? Is anything real? Okay, glasses on, everybody. We're back in Scotland.
There's glasses on, bike.
Glasses on. Without the glasses, with the glasses.
Yeah, right?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. There's Dolores Umbridge's car. Now, Angeline's pink Corvette from the Angeline series on Peacock with Emmy Rossum. When you think of the Flintstones, you might think dinosaurs. We passed some Jurassic vehicles there, like a gyrosphere from Jurassic World, directed by Colin Trevorrow, the Crawdaddy speedboat from Jordan Peele's Us, and some military vehicles from the Transformers movie. Before there were the Jurassic World movies, there was, of course, Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park trilogy. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Up ahead, some props, picture cars, and other items from the Jurassic Park movies. Like over here to the right will be a boat which was being attacked by the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, directed by Joe Johnston, featuring William H. Macy, Tate Leone, and Sam Neill. By the way, has anybody seen the Spinosaurus? We're going to keep looking. And coming up on the left, this is a Fleetwood RV mobile lab. Last seen dangling off a towering cliff on a remote island in a terrifying scene from the Lost World Jurassic Park. Actually, for this scene, the van was right here on the Universal front lot, dangling from a parking structure, which was dressed to look like a towering cliff on a remote island. Look at everybody, we're under attack by a bag of angry spitting Dilophosauruses. The Dilophosaur eye. Dilophosaur. No sign of the Spinosaurus. Oh, wait, on the left, here's Spiny. Everyone, don't get too comfortable, because just when you thought it was safe, something really scary is happening. Enough of that Minions, the Rise of Gru. This is something almost as scary happening now. Our newest Jurassic movie, Jurassic World Dominion. It's a #1 movie in America right now. FYI. Oh, you're welcome. And the storm, everybody. Grab your thunder, buddy, because...
Oh man, really? Oh. The unlucky ones.
Well, because we got some rain.
Oh, for what? I'm using it as a meat shield.
I already know what's coming. Alright, put my phone on the other side there. Hold my phone. You ready to hold my beer?
This isn't too bad. I think we can handle this, except...
Here, put it in your bag.
Hey, wait a minute. Does anybody happen to hear a low rumble like the sound off in the distance?
You know, the weird thing is we are parked here right now. And everyone had like the first two cars.
Uh-oh, on the left, it looks like a flash flood. And it's heading straight for the tram. Take cover. I was playing a trick on you back there. Yeah, the rain is coming from a set of sprinklers above the tram. The flooding is the result of thousands of gallons of recycled water coming from tanks at the top of the hill.
Leonard Shellstrom are dead.
I wish I could get more.
Come on, this location, the afterlife. Come on, I've never ever seen this. You're in the good.
Oh, we are.
I'm not supposed to be here.
The yogurt shop on your screens there is ahead of us here. The Good Place also features Mick Silvers, William Jackson Harper as Cindy Arnagonier, Eleanor's soulmate. Janet the Ansible was played by Darcy
I
Carney.
can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
We can hardly mention Universal Studios, though, and particularly Little Europe, without bringing up the subject of our classic Universal monster movies like Frankenstein with Boris Karloff. To the right is the Court of Miracles, where many of these creatures first appeared or disappeared, in the case of the Invisible Man, played by Claude Rains, or his voice at least. And to the left here is a house, vending machines and turnstiles, also maps of the Bay Area subway station system on the that's going to be a little California Christmas. Don't worry, we get them all the time. This is going to be the big one. On the left, look out, the streets fading in. By four on the right corner, lots of it. And that's who picked the big one. Here's what they look like in the photos that we said. On the right, look out. Of Never Have I Ever on Netflix. And to the right, a structure called the Chicken Ranch, another example of a practical set with a complete interior and exterior. The Chicken Ranch has appeared in the movie musical Shout with John Travolta, an episode of the original Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula, and Beethoven's Fifth with a Vic St. Bernard and Dave Thomas of SCTV and Strange Brew.
I'm jailed.
Never have I looked to a scoop in a big 1970 Dodge Charger. I've seen that somewhere. There's Bumblebee back there in the corner. Looks like Bumblebee has a police escort. Wow. In a moment, we're going to be getting a look at a Ford Fairlane. And you might recognize it was being driven by Marion Crane, played by Janet Leigh. Marion was looking for a place to stay and made me take a shower. Here's Final Destination, the Bates Motel and Psycho House from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho. And now we're going to head up to the house, much in the way that Vera Miles is doing here, in a scene from the witness from the Federal Protection Program, being pursued by the international criminal mastermind Owen Shaw. He's going to be after us as well. We have been instructed, ordered by Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Services, the guy on your screens right here. He's ordered us to hide out here in Sullivan Truck Repair. Wait a minute, this is a known street racer party hangout. I said that like it's a bad thing. That could be a good thing. And according to Hobbs, this is the safest place for us. We're going to lay low, stick together, remain seated, keep your arms and legs inside, and go to loose articles. Do not put the glasses on yet, but have them ready, because later we're going to use this as protective eyewear. I'll let you know when to put them on. For now, just hang on to those. We got some cool cars here, though. And ahead of us, you know what? It does sound like there's a... It does sound like there is a party going on somewhere.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you in Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. So look, see over there? It's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there, it's made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
So did you break it down tonight?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman. Run. All right, look, guys. We're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Roman has invited us to join this party. We're going to be joining the party in a few moments, so everyone, again, please remain seated, keep your arms and legs inside.
That's gotta be the chillest rave I've seen.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, no. No, you can't make him run off like that. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, yes, you can, because FBI.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And the what else?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Damn, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's like that.
First of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody.
That's so corny.
Clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this now, this out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
Yeah, ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody else will be worried to start Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Lucky for you, our whole family protects you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in another second.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Shaw traced us. I can't hold forever. Buddy, Roman, we're up. Try to move that vehicle. This is about to be real dangerous.
Okay, now we're moving on right now.
Power of family.
survive the most outrageous chase of all time.
I didn't really have any like negative qualms about it. I guess it was kind of interesting to see like the new King Kong, because I kind of remember the old one scaring the shit out of me when I was younger. But yeah, pretty fun experience. So after the Universal Studios tour, we make our way over to, I think, no, so what happened was, after the Universal Studio tour, we make our way back up to like the Simpsons area, and we decided to go get beer at the we decided to get another beer over at the Simpsons Moe's Sizzlack place. And like, you know, I got the Duff beer, and I think Roy got one too, and I think I got his mom an amber ale. Really well, no, the Duff beer is an amber ale, so she may have gotten a cider. I don't remember what we got her now, but it was delicious. We drank, finished our beers, and then we moved out. After that, we decided to go check out the Transformers ride, so we had to take the escalators all the way down. So I don't remember the escalator being very steep since when I was there last, but it was a pretty steep escalator ride, because I think it's like segmented into like 3 pieces, and this is the escalator we need to take to get to like the parts I'm more familiar with. So when we got down to the very bottom, you know, we see the Jurassic Park ride as well as the Mummies ride, and again, we just wanted to try the Transformers one because I don't think anyone in Roy's family had done it.
You heard Bubblina's command. Let's roll.
Optimus sounds like Megatron.
They got the thing wrong.
So we haul in, get in line, which the line was actually pretty reasonable. I think it was only like 25 minutes. The only downside about that ride was that Rory's sister actually ended up having to get off a bit early, so we couldn't really experience that ride with her. And ironically, right when they got off the ride was when we were just entering the experience, or when they were trying to exit the ride, we were just about to get on, so they kind of missed out on a really cool experience. So after we finished the movie, we actually decided that we were hungry, and we grabbed food at the nearest by cafe, which I believe was the Jurassic World area experience. We didn't really see anything that we liked there, but like, I think we all kind of agreed we just don't want to eat and get it out of the way. I know a lot of Roy and his family bought like hamburgers, salads, while me and Roy bought turkey legs. After we finished our meal, we decided to haul over and go to the Jurassic World, which I think was about a 45-minute wait. The ride was a lot more fun than expected, like a lot wetness, although I kind of was hoping to get more wet on the experience, considering it was a pretty hot day too. I'm not really sure how I feel about all the different alterations they made when it was originally a Jurassic Park ride, but now it's Jurassic World with all the stuff from the first Jurassic World movie. So at this point, we're about 3 or 4 hours into Universal Studios, and Roy's family is kind of tapping out. It's really hot again, and so we're trying to like figure out like what else we can do during this ride. Quickly have to go to the bathroom, catch up to them, and apparently they tried walking up the escalators on the stair path, which that's like a recipe for disaster. So when we finally got up to the top, Roy's family kind of agreed that we needed to like go home soon because everyone was tired. Roy's mom and Roy's grandma weren't really roller coaster types, so like there's a limited availability of what we could do with them. So we agreed that the last thing we were going to do is the Pets ride over from the Secret Life of Pets movie. And then we're going to finally go check out Harry Potter World, which is at the very beginning of the Universal Studio experience. So we walk over to the Secret Life of Pets ride, and we're kind of like flabbergasted that this was the only ride that had like a 2-hour wait. And in order for us to get into that ride experience, we would have had to sign up for times, which for me, that kind of baffles me, but like I wish we kind of knew that experience, because we kind of went in like not knowing what we were going to do on the day of. But you know, next time we'll be better prepared. I know for a fact I will be attending again, because all throughout the park they were soliciting that they were going to finally add Super Mario World, which will also include other Nintendo stuff too. So Animal Crossing. So me and my fiance are super excited that it's going to be coming in 2023. So realizing that The Secret Life of Pets is bust. Roy and his family decided to travel to Hogwarts area to get their last experience of the park. We pass by the Scooby-Doo gang. We say hi. We wave at them. You know, we kind of exclaim when we... not explain. We freak out like hell when we see Scooby-Doo. Because it's freaking Scooby-Doo, alright? You freak out when you see the dog, man. You freak out. Anyways, we eventually get to the Hogwarts entrance area, or I think Hogsmeade. I don't remember. And we're like looking around, like, so we eventually get to the Hogsmeade area, where the first thing I immediately want to do is try the butterbeer, which is a really interesting beverage because it's kind of like a butterscotch soda. That's the way that, like, could describe it. Definitely, if you have a chance to choose between the freeze or the regular one, definitely do the freeze because the freeze is a lot more milkier in my opinion. So for what we do in Hogsmeade and the rest of the stuff, we just kind of look around. We're not really overly like Harry Potter fans. Roy's family do go into the wand shop, and Roy ends up picking up 2 collector edition wands, and I just kind of like walk around.
You're looking for a wand for yourself? Looking for cherry wood finish.
Personally, I just don't want to have to bend over to look at them.
I thought mine could go around to
So I really wanted to grab a picture with Bobby Jr. and some of the furry animals that they had in some of the stores to kind of simulate that he is with his own kind, but he's also not though. It was just like a really cute picture overall too. I'll post it here right now. So after Roy buys the wand, him and his family decided to go try out the different little hotspots that you can do, waving the wand around to kind of make it simulate that you're doing magic. Definitely Roy's mom and Roy's sisters really got a kick out of it. So yeah, at this point, after Hogsmeade, I think that's when Roy's family finally called it quits. We decided to stop into one more shop, the Hello Kitty store, which I ended up buying like a bunch of pins for Aaron, like I think a total in like 5. To kind of wrap up the Universal experience, we ended it around I think 6 o'clock. Like Roy's mission was to get home as soon as possible. That way he can start preparing dinner for me, his mom, his grandma, and his sisters and brother-in-law, like pretty much everyone. Because he really wanted to do like this mother... I guess I also should have added, but I kind of forgot to. The reason why we were also going down there too was it was also Roy's mom's birthday, so we were going down there to kind of celebrate her. So it was really important for him to be able to make dinner for her on Saturday. We end up the day before, he actually ended up having to prepare some briskets that we bought at Gelson's, as well as buy some salad kits. Overall, buddy, how would you rate this in comparison to Disneyland? Would you come back here again?
No, not really.
Yeah, I'd much rather go to Disneyland. I think my little son also agrees too. But it was nice seeing some of his siblings. So that's pretty much it in regards to this Universal Studios tour experience. As you can tell, I had a lot of fun with my best friend as well as his family. And if you like this video, please consider liking it as well as commenting. It helps me knowing that people are actually watching my content, and it also will help me knowing that this channel is growing too. And as always, please stay safe, and I'll catch you guys for the next one. Bye! Come on, work.